Gonna check it. 997. Oh, 996. Ready? I think I got it. Oh. 999. Gonna check the old subs. I think it must be there. Woohoo! 1,000. So happy 1,000 subscribers. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, so that's it. I hit my 1K subs. It's a small achievement, I know, because now we think of, 10K, 100K, even 1 million subscribers or followers, and that's just crazy numbers. We get a bit desensitized to it. So I know it's a small time achievement, but for me, I've been working at it for a long time with a lot of hard work and discipline, so it's still a great achievement. I'm so excited. It was such a nice moment. And it's so weird to do something where you can see your analytics and see the numbers of how you're performing. For example, if you work at a normal job, 9 to 5, you go into the office and you do your thing every day. Maybe you get some good feedback or you get a promotion. But with YouTube, you really see it all there in the views, the likes, the subscribers, to see everything you work for reduced down to some numbers. It can be a bit demoralizing sometimes, or it can be very positive and encouraging. Depends how the day went, but that's quite a weird thing. That's the YouTube life, I guess. So thinking about, for me, at only 1K, that's still so many people. Think about 1,000 people in a room. That's more people than you can really be friends with, than you can really know. So for those big influencers with 1 million subscribers or followers, the amount of influence that they really have is crazy. The size of audience that we've never known before. So I know I'm not there yet, but really appreciate having people that want to support me and follow my journey, so that's a really nice feeling. Speaking of the supporters, this channel would be nothing without you guys, the audience that watch my crazy adventures and support with dropping a like, a subscribe and all that good stuff, so thank you very much. But those analytics and those numbers, they're not the only reason that I do YouTube, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, about my passions and about my journey. But of course there were a few people along the way that really supported the channel from the early days, so I'm going to leave some of their names on the screen now to say a big thank you to those guys, and welcome to anyone that's new to the channel too. I appreciate having you guys here too. And there have also been some big inspirations for me in terms of their passion, their drive and their videography here on YouTube. Some big names, like I watched a lot of Lost LeBlanc for travel content. Peter McKinnon and his videography is really inspirational, and Matti Haapoja too. So go and check out those channels. If you don't know them already, how could you not? But go check those out and they'll give you some more inspiration on YouTube too. But for me, on a personal level, there's always been one supporter that is always the first person to watch the videos, to give a comment and to just generally support me, and that has been Emma. So yay, I made it to 1K, or we made it.
Well done.
Thank you.
High five.
Thank you very much. So thank you for always supporting me, tolerating when I'm sticking a camera in your face or delaying our travel. So I'd be like, oh, can we just shoot the intro, or can we do a thumbnail? So thank you for always supporting me and helping me to get here. I wanted to ask you, has it been annoying having a YouTuber partner?
Not annoying, because it's nice to have videos that we can have forever, and obviously I think Lewis edits really nicely and always gets really nice shots and stuff. So yeah, it's lovely having a video that we can always watch back, in 10 years time or whatever, to remember our beautiful travels. I mean, obviously sometimes it's a bit inconvenient, like in one of the Jakarta videos you saw that it was quite a stressful afternoon. And I didn't really feel like filming. I just wanted to get on the plane because I was really worried that we were going to miss our flight to come to Bali. But I mean, Lewis didn't even film that stressful bit, so yeah. Just sometimes it can be a little bit inconvenient and take a bit longer than we want, but it's okay.
When you do YouTube and when you make videos and stuff, there's a bit of a balance between, you want to capture everything because you want to be able to share it. But then on the other hand, you also want to, be in the moment and you want to enjoy it and like live your life. So often I'll say, no, I'm not going to take the camera, when we go for a dinner or even when we do something interesting, because you don't want to live your life through the lens the whole time. But also, if you want to do this as a career or, a job or even as a hobby, you do need to take that camera with you and always, shoot and do live through that lens. So what do you think it would be like if actually I could do this, or someone does this full time, and you have to be making videos and you have to always have that camera in your hand? What do you think that life would be like? Would you like it?
I think you'd get a lot of pros from that life. I mean, we've seen from other influencers that Lewis mentioned, you get a lot of connections and you meet people in the industry, and maybe you even get gifted some nice kit or cameras or something. I think it would be like any job. It would obviously be tiring and maybe, you know, sometimes you don't feel like it, but I mean, it's a really big passion of yours, so I think maybe you would enjoy it. But like I said, like with any job, maybe it would just get a bit much sometimes. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Like when something is your job, when you get paid for it and maybe your money or what you get from it is dependent on how much you put in, sometimes it can take away from it a bit, you know, when you would feel, oh, tomorrow I have to post that video so I can't go do what I want to do tonight, or, you know, you always have to deal with deadlines, and when it's your job, maybe you would get a little bit less passion from it. But then on the other hand, if you can make it into a career, it can be fantastic. You know, you can travel the world, you can document it, and that can be a good way to make money. I think it's crazy how influencers and people that have, you know, 1 million subscribers, they're the ones that get like loads of free stuff. They'll get sent cameras and all that stuff. The people that don't really need it, but I mean, I guess that's one of the perks. They must work hard for it. You know, they're in the public eye, so there's some pressure on them to be role models. Not all of them are, but yeah, I mean, it would be an interesting life. I mean, I'm far away from that, but I mean, let's see where it goes. Like I said, it's my passion. I enjoy it, so I haven't actually made any money from it yet, so that's not really a question I can answer. But anyway, thank you for all your support on the channel. Mwah. Here's to the next 1K.
Yay, hopefully soon. Thanks for watching, guys.
So why did I start this YouTube channel? Well, I've actually been shooting video from a long time, ever since I was a kid and I was making home movies with my sister. We would make characters, write scripts, and use my mum's ancient Sony Handycam camera. Thanks for that, Mum. And we would shoot some, you know, action movies and some kiddie stuff at home. So I always had a passion for having a camera in my hand, and I always really enjoyed it. And my other big passion is travel. I've traveled to over 30 countries so far, and I love seeing new places, meeting new people, and experiencing different cultures all over the world. So that's a big part of my passion. So when I finished university, I was 22, and I stayed in London for about 6 months working, and then I decided to move halfway around the world to go and teach English in Vietnam. And when I was doing that, I was having so many new experiences, and my life then was just so different from what it was back living in the UK, living in London, and I just really wanted to document that. Even for just myself to have those memories, I just wanted to show what my life was like and how different it was. So during that time, I just documented some of my daily life, you know, the food that I was eating, the people that I was meeting, and the places that I was traveling to. I used to do a lot of acting when I was younger too, so I'm quite comfortable in front of the camera, so that part was quite natural, but actually I prefer being behind the camera. I love cinematic videos, storytelling, and videography, so that's really where I want to try and go in my future. I kind of see this YouTube channel as, of course, making memories, things I can look back on in the future, but also as my portfolio for videography, editing, and filmmaking, and hopefully I can use that to move more into filmmaking in my future. So about my journey on YouTube, it's been a long time coming to actually get to this 1K. Over 4 years now. I posted my first video on the 11th of March 2018, so a very long time to finally get to 1K subs. I want to take a look at that video now and we can see what it was like. Bloody ads. I don't even get the money from these yet. The backwards title. So that was it. It was very short, nothing special, just a collection of clips from some flights that I did when I went from the UK to Vietnam. Some funny clips. I obviously reversed one of them, so it's got the backwards title and it's got the timestamp on the video, and I think the timestamp is way off. It says it was in March 2016 and it wasn't then, so I just posted a few videos around that time, but it was nothing too impressive or special, as you saw. And that was during my first year of living abroad, and at that time I was shooting quite a lot because it was an exciting time, but actually I didn't post too many of them after that because it was just videos I was making with my friends when we go for travel or do, adventures and things like that. And I didn't really want to share them with the world. They were just for, me and those people that were involved. So I would shoot a lot of content when we went out, and then I would edit it together, and then I would invite my friends back, and maybe we'd go for dinner or drinks, and we'd sit down and we'd just watch it together, just look back at that poorly documented video and just, laugh. It's those kind of moments that you enjoy to look back on and share with your friends, but I wasn't really ready to share them with other people or put them on YouTube at that time. And I kept editing and shooting in that way for quite a while, until in the end of 2019. Then this was the time of the most epic travel in my life. During the summer of 2019, Emma and I, we did the 2,000 kilometer motorbike road trip down the coast of Vietnam, which was just incredible. We'd been living there for a while, and it was super tiring, but we saw so many beautiful places. It was dead exhausting, but amazing experience. I think the best thing, if you're confident on a motorbike, the best thing that you can do in Vietnam. And then later, a few months later, we went to Bali, and we traveled in Indonesia for 3 weeks. Bali, where I actually am right now. Well, I've come back, and we traveled around mainland Bali, and we went to the Gilis, and we even went to Komodo Island and saw the Komodo dragons, and that was just an incredible experience. And that was the first time that I thought, yeah, wow, these are crazy experiences that I really want to share, not just with us, but maybe with other people, some travel inspiration, and to document more about what I was doing in my life. And that's when I started posting a few more videos. So when we got back to Vietnam after that, around the middle of 2020, then I started trying to post a bit more regularly, showing, the food, the culture, the experiences that we were doing. And I didn't really see much growth at that time. There was a very small audience for that, and I didn't really publicize it too much. And at that time, I wasn't as skilled as I am now at editing and videography, so nothing really happened with it. And then in late 2021, in the middle of all the COVID stuff, in Saigon, Vietnam, where I was living, we had super strict lockdowns. We couldn't leave the house, and there wasn't much else to do. All I was doing was keeping fit at home and taking some filmmaking courses, trying to stay learning, and spent my time editing. I had a huge backlog of videos. I managed to edit my Vietnam road trip, which was already 2 years old, and to just document a few more things that were going on during the pandemic. At that time, my channel took a bit of a jump up because I was talking about more topical events, and I was documenting my local area, and Vietnam had been closed for foreigners for almost 2 years at that point. So a very small expat community. I think people took more interest in it, and I started to see a bit more growth, and that was, promising and encouraging. And I kept up that kind of regular posting from the middle of 2021. I decided I'm going to post one video every week, even if it's not the best, even if it's not amazing. I'm just going to do one every week. And I kept that up right until we left Vietnam, and then we moved here to Indonesia. And after we finished our quarantine, we were in Jakarta for 5 days, and although we didn't have the very best time in Jakarta, I documented it and I posted one of those videos. And at that time I was at around 900 subscribers, and then overnight I hit the 1K, had a little bit of a blow up. People really liked that Jakarta content, and it felt so exciting to finally get some traction, some eyes on my videos, and get some more support. And that's when I started to think that, yeah, okay, maybe I can make this YouTube thing happen a little bit more, even if it won't be my career, it won't bring in loads of money, that maybe I should take it a bit more seriously and keep posting. And even I had some good news around that time, which I got my first offer for a collaboration with a brand. It's actually Blackmagic, which is the company. They make cinema cameras, but they also make DaVinci Resolve software, which is what I edit all of my videos on. So that's quite a good natural collaboration. And yeah, that was kind of a moment where I thought, oh, not you made it, but oh, that's nice, a bit more brand awareness, and people are noticing me a bit more, and collaborations and sponsorships are obviously a big part of making YouTube happen as an actual career. So that was a nice little moment where I got that email, and then we started to talk about it. Start to feel a bit more like a YouTuber. And so now that we've moved to Bali, Indonesia, I've got a lot more passion and drive to keep sharing things. We're in new places, new food, new people, new experiences. So hopefully I can keep up that momentum from Jakarta and, keep developing my YouTube channel. And I'm hoping this is just the start of my YouTube journey. So I hit my 1K subs, but actually I'm still not monetized. I still have a few hundred hours of watch time that I need to get monetized. So if you're a real supporter on the channel, feel free to leave some playlists playing overnight. That would really help me. Hopefully I can reach monetization in the next week or so, and then see what the YouTube deal really is like. And I'm going to do a live Q&A once I get monetized. So if you have any more questions about me, my journey, YouTube, all of that stuff, feel free to leave them down in the comments and I'll try to answer them during the live Q&A. Or you can join the Q&A in the live chat and ask me anything that you feel like, and I'll try my best to answer them honestly. So again, thank you for all the support. Anyone that's still watching this video, I really appreciate you. And thanks for all the likes, comments, and subscribers. Really nice to receive that. So more beautiful Bali content will be coming soon, and of course that live Q&A will be coming up soon too, so stay tuned. As always, thank you very much, take care, and see you in the next one.